What is going on, everybody? Welcome into another edition of Say Hey Plays. My name is Jose Bouquett. Alongside me once again is Ian Cameron. Ian, did you make your event yesterday? Did you make everything on time, by the way?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. We got on time, no problem. Of course, I Uber and train and bus, and everywhere I go, I don't drive, but I always give myself plenty of time, so no problems there. No problems with the
Beautiful.
betting board yesterday. Baseball was pretty good. Blue
Great.
Jays, Mariners coming through. Arizona, we like Merrill Kelly, and thankfully their offense came alive for me. We know all early this season the Diamondbacks have not exactly been hitting the ball. I think they scored more run. It felt like they scored more runs last night in that one game than they scored the rest of the games combined early this year. But yeah, it was a pretty solid night on the diamond. So I only have a couple of plays for the three games we're going to talk about, but hopefully we got a few more wins on the board.
Yeah. How have you done so far today? I know most of the games, if you've already seen people in the chat. And by the way, thanks everyone for joining us, of course. We have 3 games to break down today, so it's going to be a short show. A lot of games already happening, only 2 going on right now, I believe. So
Yep.
Ian, how's your day going so far?
Not bad, actually. Good start. Mets in the over 7.5, and the Mets money line against San Francisco 6-2, taking apart Di Sclavani for the San Francisco Giants. Didn't have a good start in that game. Lost with the White Sox. I thought they'd be in a good bounce back spot today, but boy, Cleveland just keeps on rolling, and tough series for White Sox there. I did take Detroit at a big plus number. First 5 in full game split against the Yankees, and Pineda, I thought he'd be fired up to play his old team, and he was. And look, Tigers are hitting lefties this year. That was part of the thought process as well against Montgomery, and they get the 3-0 shutout. I took a smaller bet on the Jays today with Gossman, and man, was he ever good for those 7 innings. Terrific start from him. They hang on 3-2. And I took the Twins first 5 full game split against the Royals. I just thought, I trust Joe Ryan and with some decent upside over old aging Zach Greinke. Although Greinke, tough luck loser, if you will, because the Kansas City just didn't give him any run support. And right now I've got over 9 in the Arizona-Washington game, and I've got over 7 in the Baltimore-Oakland game. And both of those need a little bit. I need a little help with both of those to get those home.
So far I've actually had a pretty good day myself. A first good day in what feels like a little bit. I decided after yesterday, I said that's it, no more overs. I'm tired of them. I can't do them anymore. And I took the under 9 in the Red Sox Blue Jays game, figuring that the Red Sox was not going to contribute anything offensively.
Yep.
That worked out pretty well. And then I took the first 5 under 4 and full game under 8 in the Royals Twins game, when that was beautiful.
No doubt.
I'm on the Joe Ryan Express. I believe in Joe Ryan. I love Joe Ryan. I told everyone today I'm betting with the bag. He's plus 1,800 on FanDuel for Rookie of the Year still. So that's a very interesting bet. I can't make that bet on Bovada, so I can't give it out officially. It's something that I made, but I sure would bet that. I have Bobby Witt, and I think he obviously has the advantage playing every day, but Joe Ryan, phenomenal. A plus to 1,800. I think he'll be right there the whole year unless he gets hurt. So hopefully he does not. So I've had those 3 cashers so far. I bet Oakland money line, actually, and I bet it because my guy, Kyle Hitlian, put a big boy bet on them, 10K bet on. He mentioned it as betting with the bag today. So I was like, I got to ride with Kyle. I mean, I called it a solidarity bet, so I made it official. I bet it myself, Oakland money line. Didn't even cap the game. I just bet it with Kyle. So shout out to Kyle right now. Though that game is getting close. So Oakland, or I should say Baltimore just scored. So it is 4-2 now. So we'll keep an eye there. I mean, honestly, I should be betting Baltimore live, just, if I'm a loser and hedge my bet. But whatever, we'll just keep moving on. And I have 3 bets now on each of these games, one for each of these next games. So I'm excited for that. But of course, let's after we talk about all of our bets, let's give the shout out to the people of Baltimore as always, because now, Ian, we are officially on Say Hey Plays 15. It's going to be a fun show. Say Hey Plays 15 here. And by the way, shout out to the people as always who have donated to the show. They're your banners, of course. We remember all of you. and I like all of you. I appreciate you guys. $10 dono, get your banner up there. So go ahead, throw a $10 dono if you want one up there permanently.
Looks like
Be
one
a
of those
great time.
Boston Celtic championship banners from the 80s. Yeah.
That
Yep.
might be in fact the design. Who
Yep.
knows? Who knows? Who knows? All
Could
right,
not.
first game here. First game here. We're doing the Miami Marlins St. Louis Cardinals game. Like I said, it was a tough game for me yesterday. I wanted to bet the unders in the game. Ends up 1-0. I take Miami. They ends up at 0-0. So I had a tough luck loss. You had your push there on your first five because of the money line. And you get kind of crushed in the end, but it doesn't end up being a 2 times loser for you. So I don't hate that. Jordan Hicks versus Pablo Lopez. And by the way, Ian, I don't know if you've been watching the show every day, but we do have a recurring segment on this show with my best friend, Pablo Lopez. And now I even took the time today with a short card to make graphics for it. Did Pablo respond? Sources are close to Pablo and me, I text Pablo every once in a while back in the day. Last season, we texted frequently, and it was just good luck's text. We were on that level, Ian. And this year, I messaged him again, first start of the season, saying good luck. No response. Messaged him today. We'll see. I said good luck. And I even wished him a happy or congratulations because he just got married, too. So we'll see. We'll see if he responds. I'm excited to see it. Pablo has been dominating this year versus the Phillies last time out. 5 1/3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 walks, 2 Ks, no earned runs. I don't even think I wrote down the earned runs. So that's weird of me, but he had a pretty nice start. I think he only had 1 earned run, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure. At San Francisco to start his year, 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned run. So that might be his 1 earned run that I was thinking of. A walk and 6 strikeouts. Right now, the Miami Marlins are 11th versus right-handed pitching in a WRC plus. If I told you weighted runs created plus is my stat now I've been using, 109. St. Louis Cardinals are throwing Jordan Hicks out there for his first start of the year. They said they were going to be doing this at the beginning of the year. I was wondering, where is he? Where is he? Why is he not making his starts? And here he is. He's had 2 appearances so far, both in relief, 2 innings pitched, both times, 1 hit, 2 walks, 5 Ks, both times are combined. So he's been dominating. And that's why I took the first 5 under 3.5 here. I know it's a low number. Big balls bet. I'd only taken the 3.5 here. But you know what's under 3.5? 0. So I like both of these guys to shove. Ian, what do you got here?
Yeah, I didn't bet it, but I'm with you. I mean, first 5 under would be the play for me in this if I bet it. I'm not a big under guy. I don't have success with unders, but this does. If I were to play the total, that's the way I would go. I think you're probably on the right track. Jordan Hicks, we'll see how he fares here, making this spot start, but he's got good stuff. 2.81 ERA. Obviously, Pablo Lopez is a guy that I trust. I like. He started off strong, 1 run allowed in 10.1 innings against the Giants and the Phillies through his first 2 starts, 8 strikeouts. Those numbers are good. He's not giving up the long ball. He's keeping the ball in the ballpark. No home runs allowed. So, and these are 2 offenses that we know can be shut down by capable pitching. Yesterday we saw 2-0. We saw 5-1 in the first game of this series, both of them unders. So I would not talk you or anyone out of first 5 under, even though I don't have an official play here.
Yeah, and I was honestly leaning towards making the full game under an official one too, but I didn't want to put too many plays out there. But that is also something I would like today as well. JPZ shouting it out as well. Let's take a second to shout out everyone in the chat. Thank you, Sam Comer, for the compliment on the jersey, AC Milan jersey. Don't wear the patches. Here it is. There we go. Good times. And by the way, A's bullpen looking to help Bobano right now. It is 4-3 right now. 2
one
guys
more run,
on.
and there's another winner if we get one more run here.
Yeah, so there you go. I mentioned live betting the Orioles. Probably should have done it, I guess. But yeah, so there's no one out too. Top of the 7th, 2 on. That's pretty tough there. Guillermo Sertucci in the chat right now. We've got DJ and Woodworker. Ouroboros. Shout out to you, my man. Ron Lofton. Appreciate you. All you guys, James, Lil, everyone joining us. Thank you so much for taking the time and clicking on the button. Hey, make sure to hit the like while you're here as well. It helps us, helped us get into the algorithm, and Jose Contreras joining us as well. I always respect a fellow Jose.
Yep.
All right, so next game on the card here, Pittsburgh Pirates, Chicago Cubs, a very much a bum fight, as Jimmy calls them. But I like Bryce Wilson. I've talked about Bryce Wilson frequently on this program. I was not on him, but in his first start against St. Louis, I liked him, and I said that I would lean towards the Pirates. That's the start where he gave up, I think 3-4. And I was like, oh man, that's pretty tough. And then the Pirates explode for 8 with a Michael Chavis home run, or grand slam, I should say. And then last time out versus the Nationals, 4 1/3, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 2 Ks, and a home run. Another pretty good start. So I'm just finally going to put my money where my mouth is here. And I took the Pirates first 5 here. And I took them first 5 money line plus 115. Hopefully, obviously, I'm not looking for a push there, but leaving myself that option. Mark Leiter Jr. on the other line. Mark Leiter is we're calling him, I think. 3 1/3, 5 hits, 7 earned runs, 4 walks, 4 Ks, and a home run at Colorado first start out. Obviously, not a pitcher that I would want to bet on. The biggest concern for me here, obviously, is that the Cubs are hitting right-handed pitching right now, and Bryce Wilson is not a stud. I will admit it. He's not a fantastic pitcher, just a pitcher that I think can be bet on this year. I'm a little worried that I bet on him in the wrong occasion here with a good Cubs offense. But like I said, I wanted to put my money where my mouth was. Didn't want to go into this game without a play, honestly. So I decided to go with the Pirates' first 5 here and see if Bryce can help me out here.
Yeah, I like over the total. This is my first official play on the show, over 8.5. I don't trust either. You have more faith in Bryce Wilson than I do. 5.4 ERA for him this year. I wasn't impressed with him at times last year either. 2-0 to the over, by the way, in his 2 starts this year for the Pittsburgh Pirates. But I'm not trusting of Mark Leiter Jr. either. Obviously, that was a terrible first start for him against Colorado. Walks were an issue. His command and control was terrible. It was all over the place. He just never once settled down. Now, that's a tough ask, right? It's always tough at Coors Field in Colorado, but you can't excuse him totally. I just don't think he's got great stuff. The question is going to be, can this rather patchwork Pirate lineup do enough damage against him, against what we think is a pretty vulnerable pitcher here in Mark Leiter Jr.? I hope they can. I think they can here in these 2 games, or in this game tonight. The last 2 games, we saw the Cubs not get anything really out of their starters in terms of any sort of length. And even you can go back to the first game of that series against Tampa and further back. This bullpen, I'm telling you what, they started out the season pitching well for the Cubs, but even early in the year, you can't have a stretch like this where from August the 13th till tonight, you haven't had a day off. B, your starters have given you 3.2, 4.1, 4, 3.1, 4.2, 4.1, 2.2, and 4.1 innings in these starts. With no days off, you're just asking for your bullpen to be beaten down to shit and not able to be effective as far as I'm concerned. So if you don't get the runs off Leiter Jr., I think Pittsburgh's going to be able to scratch some across later in the game against a bullpen that's just running on fumes right now, because the starters just aren't eating up any sort of innings for this team at the moment. So I like over 8.5. I think it's a moderate total. It's a modest total, and I think it'll get there and up and over.
Yeah, I agree with you. I like that look as well. I'll be honest, in a high scoring game, I don't know if I like my chances Cubs versus Pirate lineup wise. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I think it'll be a fun watch at least. And like I said, I'm trusting my guy Bryce Wilson here. I think he's a good pitcher. So we'll see. Next game, and then, like I said, I'm on that island. That is my one island. That is a remote island in the sea. We don't have power yet on that island. We don't have people coming to build hotels yet. It's just me on a tent. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out here. We'll get some power here soon. Next game, Texas versus the Seattle Mariners. Taylor Hurd versus Marco Gonzalez, a pitcher that I do not like. I'll be honest. I've faded him to success in his first start out. I don't remember betting him in his second start against the Astros where he dazzled. He came back at home, 7 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 6 Ks, and the all-important 0 walks. I think that was a very impressive showing by him. Seattle right now, and both these guys are lefties, by the way. So Seattle's 16th right now, weighted runs created plus against lefties with 97. But the Texas Rangers, if there's one thing they can do, it's they can smash. They can smash lefties. Texas right now, third versus left-handed pitching, 156 one runs created plus. So that is 100, or I should say that is 56% above average against left-handed pitching. So I took Texas's first five team total over 1.5. Pretty juicy minus 125 here. But like I said, I don't like Marco. I'm going to double check his home road splits. But I'll let you go ahead and say if you have any plays on this one, Ian.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right in line with a lot of what you just said, and I think I've been on with you before when Marco Gonzalez has been pitching, and I've talked about how this guy is just I don't trust him. I like last start he was better. I got to see it again because the first start was just a disaster for him to begin the year. I believe it was against the Twins, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I mean, he did 2 innings and gave up 6 runs, gave up 3 home runs, had 2 walks. Last time out, he was better against you. I can't explain how he only gave up 1 run in 7 innings, but I don't think he's going to duplicate that. And there's still a lot of things that concern me here going into this matchup against Texas. Most of all, Texas has seen him a lot. That's definitely something you want to factor in. They've definitely seen his stuff enough that they should know what's coming, and they are crushing lefties to begin the baseball season. 281 average, 8 runs per game against lefties. It's a very good matchup, I think, for this Rangers lineup. It's a good spot for Texas as well. You know, they've lost 5 in a row. They don't want to get swept in this series and then go to Oakland next up. They're not going to go for the rest of the season. They're in a funk right now. You're going to see situations that benefit a struggling team, and I think this benefits Texas. Hearn is capable, but he's not going to go deep, right? He's just going to be one of those pitchers that gives you a couple innings, and he's going to turn it over to the bullpen. So there's a bunch of things I like here. I like Texas first 5 and full game split money line. We've been doing pretty well with those the last couple days. Yesterday was a good day with a lot of those. Arizona cashed, Seattle cashed, Toronto
Blue
cashed
Jays.
last night. Yep. Very good with the first 5 full game splits. I had a couple of those earlier today with Minnesota, the Mets, and Detroit. They came through. So this is a split for me. Texas first 5 innings at a plus price. Right now you can get plus 105, plus 110 with the first 5, plus 115 or so. Even plus 120 some spots with the full game money line for Texas. You like the first 5 team total over for Texas. I like the full game over 3.5 team total for the
So I was
Texas
looking at that
Rangers.
as well.
Yep, minus 125, and I'm on the full game over 8 as well because I don't know if Texas bullpen's horrible. Okay, and
Yeah.
I think that's the protection for me if Texas gets the lead early and blows it late is that the full game will go over the total if Seattle does damage against a horrible bullpen late in the game. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 bets here. Texas first 5 money line, Texas full game money line, Texas team total over 3.5, and Texas Seattle over 8.
I was also looking at Texas's full game team total, but my only hesitation was Seattle's bullpen being as good as it is, and if Marco Gonzalez over there doesn't stay in too long, normally that would mean he would cash that over himself. So I mean, yeah, I mean I like it, and I like the over 8 there, especially too. You made a great point about the Rangers bullpen, literally the worst in the league right now, over 5 ERA. And I think if the game goes as we think it's going to go, basically, we think that Rangers take the lead early here, score a couple of runs off of Marco, however that may be. This is a very easy live betting spot for the Mariners full game when that happens. I mean, the Mariners have made it a very good habit of coming back in games. They win one run games. They have a really good bullpen. So if the Mariners go down early, just keep an eye on that line there. And if you can get like a plus 200 or something like that, I'd smash that button. No problem. All right. So I think, obviously, I think that'll wrap up the show today. See, that's a quick show right there.
Short show today, yeah. Short
quick
day at the office. I need it. I do a million shows, so I'm cool with that.
Yes, Bobana, you've got a long day of basketball too, I'm sure. I hope that you've been on the Celtics bandwagon. I hope that you're on the Celtics and 5 bandwagon too, of course.
I'm on just Boston to win the series, so I'll take any number of games. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's
Yeah.
good vibes there. That was what gives us the good chemistry. If you were on Brooklyn, then obviously it'd be a bad time.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone for watching. As always, we're gonna hit a quick commercial break here from our guys at Southtown and Manscaped. We're gonna come back on the other side of it. We're gonna recap the bets that we have. Ian's got a shitload of bets, a lot more than I expected. I've got one for each game, and we'll talk about it on the other side. See you then. Thank you, as always, to Safton 101 Manscaped for sponsoring the show. Put in promo code Pub Sports in Manscaped. Get $24 off the all-in-one package. A lot more 4.0, I believe they're up to. So more waterproof, all that great stuff. And of course, the ball toner, the spray. You guys are sweaty and stinky down there. Give yourself a spritz. She'll think you're like brand new. All right, Ian. I will let you know now that after our conversation here, I'm on with the Rangers with you now. I've added a Rangers play here. I'm going to start with the for games that's going on right now. I have Oakland money line minus 125. I think they ended up getting out of that damage spot there. I think it's 4-3.
Yeah, they're still up 4-3. Yep.
So I think that was Baltimore's chance there. So we'll see how that goes. I've also got for these next remaining games, I'll go in order here. Pirates money line first 5 plus 115. I'm trusting Bryce Wilson there. I don't feel the best about it, but I'm putting my money where my mouth is there, trusting my guy. I also have Miami, St. Louis first 5 under 3.5 minus 110. 3.5 is the numbers that I usually don't want to bet under, but Jordan Hicks is look electric, and I'm going to hope that he's throwing strikes. Because if he's not throwing strikes, then that number is going to go over quickly, and we will figure that out fast. And I hope my man Pablo Lopez can keep it together. Pitches well at home, obviously. So let's see how that goes. And he got married, so good vibes on his way. And at the nightcap to end it, Texas first 5 team total over 1.5 at minus 125. And Ian sweet talking Ian Cameron over there has got me on the Texas team total over 3.5 for the full game, and I've got it at minus 115. Thank you to our friends at Bodog, aka Bovada, minus 115 for the 3.5. In any bets? Well, I know I should say any bets. You've got a whole smorgasbord over there.
Yeah, I mean, well, most of them are the Texas game. I have Pittsburgh and Chicago Cubs over 8.5 minus 125. We have Texas plus 110 first 5 innings. Texas plus 120 full game money line. We have Texas team total over 3.5 minus 125, and we have Texas Seattle over 8 minus 105. So there we go.
There we go. Awesome, beautiful. Let's give a quick shout out to everyone in the chat. Anthony saying Nets in 6. Anthony, I hope you're wrong. A's just scored just now.
We're in the win column.
So you got
put it in the win column. Put it on the board. Yes, Baltimore, Oakland over 7.
Shout out to the White Sox. Love that guy. Well, I think he died recently, actually. But shout out to
Hawk Harrelson. He retired. Hawk Harrelson.
Oh no! Oh, beautiful.
They're putting him in his under the ground before he's even. Yeah, come on.
I saw a MLB Network thing, a little tribute, and I was like, oh, he's definitely dead. No, he just died in the baseball sense. Shout out to him though, great baseball announcer. I love him. And by the way, it is 4-2.
You got to see that clip, by the way, on YouTube. Just search it. Hawk Harrelson, Mark Wagner, one of the umpires. He just out Mark Wagner years and years ago. One of the more he's an embarrassment to the sport of baseball. He just went on and on. It was hilarious.
Yeah, he's great. He's great, and they've got a great crew there now with Jason Benetti too. So shout out to them. And shout out to everyone watching at the show. Like I said, Anthony, by the way, Ben Simmons, he's shouting out Ben Simmons coming back. I can't wait. I can't wait till Ben Simmons comes back in game 4. And then he comes back. And I hope they
Enjoy the
win
4
that
minutes
game.
he'll be on the court and hurt again or something. Yep.
I hope he plays well, and then comes to Boston where they just mentally just put him in a torture chamber. It'll be hilarious. Ron Lofton, shout out to you, my man, for watching. Big Show Picks saying we need a counter for the mustache. I mean, the counter is just looking at it every day. Everyone gets to just enjoy it from time to time. I stayed at my house for this show because it's such a short car, so you get a good look out of it today. It's coming, slowly but surely. It's coming. Mr. Dylan watching. He said, I stayed away from that A's game. So I would go for -1.5, plus 170, but didn't feel good about it. I mean, it's a tough ball game. I don't blame you right there. It's the same way I felt about the Yankees yesterday. That ended up cashing for me, so I don't hate that, my man. Anthony going over Texas over 3.5 to or -110. Bet MGM. Thank you for line shopping for us, my man. Jay Peasy, like always. DJ and Woodworker. Bruce Hayward on Mariners money line. DJ and Woodworker, like I just said. Jerry Young. All you guys. James S. Appreciate you. And DJ and Woodworker with my favorite comment of the show. Congrats on your quinceañera show. I appreciate that. Way to know to your audience right there. Jose Contreras, thanks for everyone for watching. We will see you guys next time. We'll be back again tomorrow. My guest tomorrow, if I look at my calendar, is your other half, Ian. The chocolate to your vanilla.
Connor Mack?
Yeah, of course.
All right, good stuff. I was going to
PB
say,
to
get him
your
on the
J.
show. He knows his baseball. Yep.
Yes, we've had a good times already. He's going to be a great guest tomorrow. It's going to be awesome. Yep. I can't wait. Until then, everyone, see you guys next time. Ian, thanks as always for joining us. I'll see you next Friday, most likely, or next Thursday.
I'll be on with Jimmy the Bag tomorrow with him. So the marathon session, NHL and MLB tomorrow. So Jimmy the Bag, betting with the bag. I'll be on tomorrow morning.
I hope that you bring your extra fluffy pillow for your back and everything, because that's going to be a long show. I can't wait, everyone. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Okay, till then, we'll see you guys.